Myka Relocate. You guys want to introduce yourselves? You want to start it off, Austin?
Yeah, I'm Austin. I play the guitar. Josh, I play guitar.
I'm Michael, I sing for the band.
I'm John, and I scream. I'm Aaron, and I play the drums.
I'm Luke and I'm late. I play bass.
Alright, how'd your band name come to be? Is there a story behind that?
Speak up.
Definitely speak up.
There's really no like definite story about how it was just me hanging out by myself playing guitar and I was thinking of cool names and that's all that I don't know, it just kind of was sounded aesthetically pleasing at the time, you know what I mean, audibly aesthetic.
Two words that sounded cool together.
Yeah.
So basically it doesn't mean anything, it just sounds cool.
Yeah, it does work for myself. Shit, dude, I actually lost my interview questions before I got here, so just bear with me.
No worries.
What's it like touring with Attila?
It's been awesome. Party.
It's been rad.
Yeah.
They've been super hospitable.
Yeah.
They're the nicest dudes.
They're super nice guys.
It's been a lot of fun. We definitely very excited to be on this tour. It's opened a lot of doors for us. It's been cool. Thank you for a bunch of your fans. So.
What's the hardest part about touring?
I'd say driving sucks, especially when you have 9-hour drives between shows, because after every show everyone's exhausted, you just work your ass off, and then you've got to get in the van and take shifts and drive, especially when it's cold outside.
Especially when you want to hang out with people too.
Yeah.
When there's long drives like that, you just have to get in your van and just go.
Yeah, obviously if you have a van you can't hang out, you got to keep going, whereas if you have a bus, something's right.
And this tour's been so cold the first couple weeks that loading up is the most miserable thing ever. I mean, it's worth it playing these shows, but it was negative 18.
Yeah, loading up and negative 18.
That's probably the worst part, but it's still worth it.
It's the craziest thing anyone's ever done at one of your shows.
Done at one of our shows.
Yeah, just anything you've ever witnessed at one of your shows.
An occasional fight here and there.
Yeah.
Anything else besides
Can
the
I
fight?
tell my story about people singing to me?
No,
You already
don't
did that.
do that. I would say more than anything, what you'll notice at the shows, there's always some kid dressed as either some type of food or some type of
Freeman.
Yeah.
It's either a banana
There's always one kid dressed as a banana or a fucking hot dog every single time.
Had their own fucking team, fucking mosh pits and shit.
Yeah, they're always gonna be the ones crowds.
Without fail, there's always at least one.
Those kids are always fun to have. Our salt and pepper shakers.
He doesn't take life serious.
See the guy fall off stage with that counts. Yeah, one of the locals on the tour, he fell off pretty substantially high stage.
What's the best thing about touring?
I think personally, my opinion is meeting your fans.
Yeah.
That know our music on the stage. We're a newer band, so they come just and say, oh, this song means this to me, and that means.
Actually, to have kids that know this music, and especially if it's somewhere we've never played, that's a huge thing.
Waking up in a different city every day.
That's exactly. I
You
love
can travel with
traveling is
You get to travel with your absolute best friends. It's never awkward.
You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, you'll find a lot of cities that you'll go to if they have a tight downtown area. You find all kind of cool local food to try, and that's a lot of fun too. Find new places and kind of scavenger hunt on your own and just try to find something. It's kind of hard though whenever the weather's extremely cold.
Have you guys played in Spring yet?
No, this is our first album.
Denver.
Yeah, we played Denver on our last tour in I think October. Yeah, Marquee in Denver. But this is the only time in Denver.
What do you think about the new hype? The new I guess the new hype for your band?
It's interesting because us as a band, we've only, in the 4 years we've been together, we've only put out a handful of songs. So we've never experienced together putting out a record. So this is something new to all of us. Since our records come out, we've seen our band expand a lot.
And you don't really realize it when it's happening. You just having fun playing shows, and you get home and it's we have a lot of views on our video. We have, and it's crazy. You don't really get into the hype before. It's more just having fun and enjoying it, and then you see it kind of happen.
You do have a solid appreciation. Yeah, you don't see it quite as much, but when you do see it, you are going to be a lot more appreciative of what you have around you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So, what do you guys think about the tour so far?
This has been amazing. It's by far the best tour we've been on. We're so happy we got this experience.
All the bands are super hospitable.
Are you guys 420 friendly? Just 420 friendly?
Yeah, pretty much. I'd say half of us.
Some don't. Some do.
Yeah, we're there's a
I
fine
think
line.
overall we're very responsible with everything.
Yeah.
Very well-minded with all that.
Do you guys have anything planned for your band? Like, do you have any new like songs coming out or anything?
No songs at the moment. We have a new music video for a song called "Something to Dream About" that came out maybe a couple weeks ago, not too long. And so we've been just kind of promoting that. We're going to be playing a couple festivals after this tour's over in March. We're playing South by Southwest. There's another possible one that hasn't been out yet.
What's the biggest show you guys have played so far?
This tour we played just over the bar. It was 7 times. The biggest one we played. It's probably my favorite show so far. It was great. Before that, it would have been like, we've done like 4 or 5 times tour that have been bigger than the biggest one. Yeah, close to doubling the biggest show we never played. So that was pretty cool. Especially like being out of town. We've never played that before. Yeah, that's sweet.
Can you trust anything that leads from you?
Anything that bleeds from me. I'm talking about girls. I don't know. As far as that,
Depends on if you find the right one, man.
yeah, as far as that's concerned, at this point in time, I think literally all of us have girlfriends.
So if we're all in a relationship.
We're tied down, so yeah, I think trust them. So we're gonna say yes. We approve of the ladies.
Yes, ladies are.
Love the ladies. Our ladies.
How do you guys warm up for a show? Like, how do you get psyched up for it in just in
The
general?
best way to get psyched up is when you walk out and you see a room packed full of kids.
I like to take a shot of I mean, it just kind of works.
Something small. We never really get hammered before we play, but if we have like we have a little bit of liquor, we'll take a shot.
Get loose a little bit.
There's nothing really specific that we do. It's just the environment that hypes us up automatically.
It's definitely.
We tend to get a little goofy too, like we start goofing around with each other, get real silly mood whenever we're playing. Just everybody's just giddy, excited to
Don't
play.
take yourself too seriously. Do you guys have a like a
We have thousands.
We have pretty good one.
Every tour is a new
That's how we just.
There's so
sometimes they make up a lot.
When they do, I would say, well, I appreciate the opportunity for making fun of me.
That's our job.
We have a bunch of like
It's for you.
Tim Eric's definitely something to shake this band's humor.
What's in the Kool-Aid?
Your sugary Kool-Aid. Yeah, so just a bunch of really stupid, none of them really make sense.
A lot of jokes. Lots of inside jokes.
Like a little weird sound.
What's really
That kind of breaks down to normally me and John do the majority of that. It's all just yeah, past, present, future. A lot of I feel like anybody can relate to some type of relationship in any way. When I say relationship, I don't mean you're dating your girlfriend, she broke your heart. I'm talking about like every person that you come in contact with throughout your life. Those are relationships that some teach you some lessons and shape you the person you are. That's actually where that's what the record is. What the record is called is Lies Light the Way. It's based around that. Throughout your life, you're gonna have people who are gonna be honest to you. You're gonna have people who are gonna be dishonest, and the dishonest ones teach you the ones that you should actually trust. So therefore, that's why we say those lies light the way to what you should do.
what is the difference you guys have noticed with playing local and playing actually big tours, like just touring around?
I mean, just overall turnout. But I mean, we can't really complain too much because we're from Houston and that's where we're based out of. I mean, some of the guys are from Louisiana, but we play in Houston as of now, and we can't really complain too much about local shows because Houston kids always show us a great time, always come out.
I think the best thing about it is probably seeing how many more fans you get.
Yeah, every show we play in Houston gets bigger and bigger. Our last city show was probably the biggest Houston show we played as a headlining band.
Yeah.
And it was awesome to see kids that we've been seeing for the past 2 years and then seeing a handful, like a couple hundred more, like they weren't seen before, that just heard from their friends and whatnot. And so we're hoping as we play, we'll be even bigger, just continue bigger and bigger.
But we still we do play the other half of the band that's from Louisiana. We do still play technically local shows there. We still count ourselves as a little bit of local too. So the only thing is that the Louisiana scene is still for this genre, this style of music, hardcore, and anything, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, it's kind of still growing. You know what I mean? There's not that many hardcore bands. There's not that many metal bands. You know what I mean? They have a whole new generation of young kids that are starting it now, and it's starting to build. So it's still got a little time before it can be on Houston's level of.
Who do you say is the most metal person in the band?
Most metal? Mike Shot.
Yeah.
I think John's metal.
As far as like,
I don't know. I think him.
as far as like, as far as traditional.
As far as
listen to like the most technical fucking.
I'd say also every time we start writing new music,
I'm saying metal because, well,
Metal. What's the definition of metal? Like,
Well,
metal,
it depends if you're talking about hardcore.
I'd say him
If you're
because
talking about like traditional metal,
I'm talking about like,
I don't know.
every time we start writing something new, we try to make it as metal as possible.
for some reason I feel like I associate the way you dress with like metal.
Well, yeah, but that's just the way he looks.
But
He listens to a lot of.
exactly. That's where I'm going.
I think as far as like what we choose to listen to and how, what that, as far as that's influenced, because Michael writes some of the guitar parts on the record too, so me and him bounce back and forth in writing. So does Josh. But I mean, I'd say the three of us are probably the ones that would listen to the most metal offhand.
I like the shreddy shit.
Yeah, if you want to talk about who's least metal, without a doubt, he's least metal.
Yeah.
Indie music and chill.
You're going all five.
Circus
Yeah.
that.
You've been eliminated.
And I'm wearing a metalist shirt with the band.
Yeah.
We don't just tour. We also
You're a
film.
poser. Leave the
We also
interview
film.
now.
We film a reality show as we tour, and people get eliminated randomly based off of their
Let's
metal.
get voted off the island.
Whoever's the most metalness gets what's that word? Immunity.
Get clipped. Candy Dick, you get clipped.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so say you got to run into zombies, you have to sacrifice one band member. Who would be
Aaron, gosh.
Probably the stinkiest one.
Well, no, let's not say who we want to sacrifice. Who would offer themselves first? I'd say Aaron.
I would say Aaron.
Who would be the last?
Who would be the
No way. Actually, we would probably throw him. We'd just cut him
I'm the oldest, so they're like, just get that.
You'd probably be the one that's like, not it.
I'm going to sleep in the bed.
Who's the most easily influenced one in the band? Like, who do you guys get to do the dumb shit? Like that's stupid, let's get him to do it.
Well, as far as like, I can tell you who instigates the most bullshit is him.
But who does the most? I mean,
Does it? I mean,
we kind of deemed him as like you take care of all the bullshit. So I guess Josh.
yeah, he's kind of responsible.
Anytime we have any kind
He'll
of
be the
shit
one to
that
do.
we feel like
He'll
doing,
be the
Josh
first one to do something irresponsible though. Like if there's something dangerous or like something, something that I'm like, oh, dude, that makes me nervous. Don't do that. He's like, oh, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. That's him.
Whoever get a problem with driving or flat tires or anything, he's the go-to guy.
yeah.
That's what me in my group, fucking, before I came here, jumped into the ice.
He jumped into a river
Wow.
To a river coated.
because he thought the ice was strong enough, and he just went straight through it.
So you're that dude. You're that dude. Okay. Maybe y'all get along.
You put a cigarette on his tongue 2 days ago.
That's.
Give him enough tequila, he might do something. Maybe not that bad, but.
All right, what would be your dream tour, whether it's this one or just any in general? Who would be the ideal tour maker?
Does it have to be the same?
Yeah, this is the dream. And aside from that, there's so many bands that are killing it out there. You know, it's kind of hard to.
Our scene has tons of great bands.
And there's actually a lot of
I'd
tours.
love to tour with Bring Me the Rising because that's one band that we all agree on.
Yeah, like
If Under Oath was still a band, Under Oath,
Yeah, we
all agree on that.
I went to with issues too.
We came as Romans and then we all are like.
We're so new. We're so tiny little baby band right now that
Those are like far-fetched.
Yeah, a lot of them are far-fetched. It's just like,
I like the tour with Sirens and Sailors and Tear the Heart Again because they're like our
yeah, homies of ours that are really good bands. They're all do this. They're like, we're all like coming up right now. Right? So it's kinda like, it'd be cool to have bands that are like working just as hard as we are and doing the same things and are still establishing themselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
let's go on tour with Katy Perry.
Yeah.
I would Johnny Craig to hear him sing every night.
Yeah.
with the neighborhood.
I love
Yeah. If you want to talk about dream shit like that,
Dream shit is
the
like
Surface and Vibe in the neighborhood.
The 1975. I'm obsessed with that.
There's so many. We like everything. So.
We listened to
If that happened, I just have to remove myself. Be like, sorry, I gotta scream again.
Sorry, I'm
Fire.
You're fired. You're
You lost community, you're off the island.
You're riding in the
I'm
train.
too metal. So that shit.
Are you still here?
So what do you guys dream of the band?
Have you done that shit twice?
Dream for the
I
band?
did it on purpose.
Honestly, continue to tour as much as possible and reach as many people as possible. And
Making this a lifetime.
make it something
Like
we can.
realistically, how far do you think your band?
Oh man,
Honestly, as far as we push it.
Yeah, it's so up in the area.
Our aspiration
It's
is
like 70 years old, still touring and shit.
I
That'd be
mean, if we're
amazing.
if we're still successful in doing it, then fuck yeah.
I mean, honestly, take this like.
I feel like it kind of caps off like if you get to a certain age. Like,
Yeah,
mid 30s.
Overall, we will all be.
I don't know. With the way this genre has been headed lately, though,
It could take.
We honestly don't think about that really. We don't think about that. We kind of just take it like.
It
everybody
little
at a
step, like
time.
every little tour,
And just be grateful for where we're at now, and hope that we can continue to do it. You know what I mean? It's one of
We're
those.
never like we're gonna be huge or we're gonna be we're just
And
kind of like.
there's so little things that can be promised, especially with this genre. There's so many possibilities of it working out or it not working out. You know what I mean? So it's just kind of like it's tossed up in the air and like let the chips fall out and make and hope that you end up on top. You know what I mean? That's everything.
So what are your views on like piracy, like music piracy?
I really love when people
Come to our shows and buy our CD. If you can't afford it,
Then steal it.
I still want you
And if you do steal it, show 100 of your friends.
Yeah.
If you steal our music, make sure you come.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it's like we want kids to have it regardless. At the end of the day, like we appreciate the hell out of the kids that come, actually buy the record and buy T-shirts on top of that. And you know what I mean? Like we love that positivity and like you know what I mean? Like it helps us out on the road whenever we're low on money for gas or whatever. But at the same time, bottom line is kids need to get the music.
It was our first record, so ultimately
Especially
with
at this
that.
point, being such a fresh band and not a lot of people know.
Yeah, they don't know you. It's like that's an investment. You're buying something that you.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of things happen to you, whatever, however they got it. It's cool. It'd be cool if you bought it.
So I guess that's it.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you so much, man.
I didn't get your name because I was late. Will, I'm Luke. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
All right, go home, Will.
Oh, you're fired.
Just left him hanging, man.
Oh, my bad.
I'm going home.
It's all good. It's all good. Thanks, appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
What's your name?
Hey, I was really